A missing shoe. That's what this sounds like at first until you hear what the man wearing it thinks should happen to everyone around him.
I would universally, karmically mess you up.
My shoe. Yeah, just stay put for a second.
For instance, civilian. I'll remember this. I didn't get harmed. I didn't harm anyone first. I got harmed first. I'm taking you to the Supreme Court. I'll tell you that much. Get out. Innocent. It says don't mess with that. Jesus says that. Jesus says that. Don't mess with innocent. You see how most of the people are white here? So show me the badge if you want me off. No, you have to show me the name. You want to be a tough guy, bro? I will universally, karmically mess you up.
No, let's go. Okay.
On March 19th, 2024, aboard a commercial flight departing from Florida, a boarding process dispute over perceived unequal treatment reached a physical breaking point. The passenger insists, quote, "This is a freedom of speech country," end quote, as if that phrase alone could shield him from arrest. It cannot. Freedom of speech protects words, not physical contact, and the charges against him rest entirely on what his hands did, not what his mouth said.
You show me this much hate against one individual human, I will universally, karmically mess you up. So show me the badge if you want me off. No, you have to show me the name. Oh, you're lying, dude. So I can sit right back down.
Do you have a bag you want to grab or anything before you get off?
Don't attack me with two individuals against one, and it's because I'm sitting down and I'm lower than you. Yeah, I'm sitting down and because I'm sitting down lower. You want to be a tough guy, bro? I'm moving. Hey, you know what and suck? No, it's all y'all teaming up. Yeah, no. You don't get to come into my country. It doesn't matter that I'm what I was about to say.
Your home does not matter.
Your home will not matter. How's that? Don't team up with that many people commenting in one ear. But you are. She said it. You said it. You're all. But you're white. And you all are white teaming up against my ears. You don't care. Okay, then you don't care. You don't care. I'm not talking until these videotapes get out. That's not the point. No. I don't like drama. Don't. I don't know why you're laughing. Yeah, fraternating.
At this moment, being held up long enough, two off-duty officers who just happened to be passengers that day decide enough is enough and do something that no one expected.
I'm moving. Hey, you know what and stuff? No, it's all y'all teaming up. You see how most of the people are white here? Yeah, so you were like, I'm trying to get to my home country and you all people made it harder for me to get to my home country. I'm telling you. No. And this white-haired guy is thinking...
I want to see you up front, cuz.
Sir?
Go up to the front.
Sir.
You gotta go upstairs. Come on.
Hold on, let me
This is the big guy.
Hey.
Okay.
Come on.
Are you gonna chuck me?
No, we're not gonna fight. We're gonna go here.
Hey, I didn't get in your face.
Daniel,
You told me to get out. I have a ticket. Yeah, I have a ticket.
Let's go.
Go ahead.
No.
Hey, cuz.
Hey, you let's go.
You talk to me first.
311.
You took me first.
No, let's go. Okay. 311.
The first legal question is not whether he said something offensive. It is whether he touched someone without consent.
Right now.
You got it, cuz? You got it?
All right, guys.
Put your hands down and don't touch anybody. Put your hands down and don't touch anybody. So am I.
I'm right here.
You're gonna walk or you're gonna be late? Walk. Turn around and walk.
Let's go.
Turn around and walk.
Thank you, guys.
Turn around and walk.
I need airport from the box.
Turn around and walk. Get off. Get off.
Everybody out of the aisle! Out of the aisle! Have fun, he's a kid.
Yeah. 10-4-79.
Thank you for coming.
Good.
Police are here, so just comply and we'll work it out, all right, my man?
As long as there's a lawyer for me.
That's what be legal, sis. Legal act.
All right.
All right.
Hey, stand up.
Wait. Roll over. You can help me. Roll over. Bend your knees. No.
Come up to your knees. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Get up.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hey, my guys, my shoe.
Yeah, just stay put for a second.
My shoe.
Do you want to see what happened? I'll take him up.
My shoe.
Alright, you wanna go in there?
Yeah, and I'll
Let's see what
defend it.
happens.
And I'll defend
Come
it.
on, let's go.
I'll defend it as long as I have a lawyer.
Okay, let's go.
Make sure I have a lawyer. If you want, my name is Khan.
Make way.
For an innocent.
James, ready to go that side door? Down to the truck
for
door.
innocent civilian. I'll remember this. I didn't harm anyone first. I got harmed first. You called these cops? I need my shoe actually. I need my shoe. You know that, right?
I got your shoe.
Yeah. What? Yeah. All right.
Go.
Go.
Get out.
Go, get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Move. Fix those cuffs. Lean against the wall. Spread your feet.
I want a lawyer. I want a lawyer right now. I want a lawyer. I have money to back. All right. I want my public defender right now. I want my public defender right now. Wait. Why are you twisting my arm?
Got it.
Okay.
Hey, you resist, man. It's gonna get worse.
I'm not even resisting, man. So you hurt me. Oh!
Easy, buddy. You're hurting yourself.
No, no, I'm not. There's humans touching me that are hurting me.
Turn your wrist. Turn your wrist.
This was my parents' idea of moving me. You know that, right? I told them I would love to, and now this is what your airport does. I'm taking you to the Supreme Court. I'll tell you that much, kiddos. Taking all cops to the Supreme Court.
Face the wall. Face the wall. Spread your feet. Spread your feet.
I'm spreading it, guys.
More.
I'm spreading it. Public defendant. Indian public defendant, please.
We got enough guys here. Somebody can go help Gina.
Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me.
Under Florida statute number 784.03, battery occurs when a person actually and intentionally touches another against their will or intentionally causes bodily harm. That statute does not care about motive, race, or grievance, only contact.
So what exactly happened? So we were standing here boarding, we start to hear yelling down the jet bridge. We can't step off once we have passengers on. So people were like, hey, that guy's screaming back there, he's yelling curse words, he's yelling at some lady, blah, blah, blah. Comes on, angry, gets in her face. We don't know who this person is. Yeah. She got on, started talking to her, getting in her face, pointing at her, just like, you guys, what do you say, you're so disrespectful? And I said, what? I go, what is this about? I never figured out who it is. Yeah.
It's always the problem. They treat me differently. They look at me. People with skin like you, your kind of skin, and then he points to the captain in your skin. He's pointing to the captain. He goes, it's always you that you look at me funny, and you this and you that, and then he turned the corner. He goes,
The passenger's own words, quote, "You don't get to come into my country," end quote, and his repeated references to skin color are legally irrelevant here. They may reflect his state of mind, but they are not the elements prosecutors must prove for battery.
and they tell me, they just assume that this is my father. And so I didn't think the guy was with him, the guy that's supposedly his father. And he walked away from his dad and just beelined up it was the weirdest thing. I said, wait a minute, we gotta find out. So now passengers are coming over after him going, he's not well, something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
He was literally almost getting into the car.
Yeah, he just cursed and jumbled all the way up the aisle to row 30.
I don't know how we got past the gate.
So basically, from what you two said,
The second charge, disorderly intoxication under Florida statute number 856.011, requires being intoxicated in a public place while creating a disturbance or endangering others. Witness accounts describing him as agitated before boarding, combined with his own erratic statements on camera, support this charge independent of the battery counts.
you got alerted while boarding. People were boarding saying, hey, there's a guy back there.
We could hear screaming.
Okay, and then he came up here, he started with her, but then continued down the aisle.
Yeah.
And as
then
he was
I
going,
followed.
Okay. And when you followed, what happened?
I followed, I asked him to get off, he told me no, I asked probably 3 or 4 times, and then at that point I was like, okay, I need help, so I went to get her.
Okay.
The thing that triggered it, I could see, she was standing there, the guy right, she was crazy, aggressive. The guy in that room put his hand, I saw him put his hand on his back. He was
he lost it at that.
Get your hands off.
Oh, I got this. So that judgment who had his hand on it is law enforcement as well. Okay. Let me get, this one's yours. And can you get this back?
He was gonna go explode no matter what.
Do you have your ID as well, just so I can make sure I write it down?
I thought this is freedom of speech, country, and I did not violently hit someone before me. I'm just, okay, so innocent. It says, don't mess with that. Jesus says that. Don't mess with innocence.
You have a
I'm telling you, don't mess with it.
California license plate.
Now consider the intervention itself. 2 off-duty officers, traveling as ordinary passengers, physically restrained him mid-aisle. This raises a citizen's arrest question. Can private citizens, even off-duty officers, with no jurisdiction on that flight, legally use force to detain someone?
Driver's license, but you have.
But I have a what and what? Yeah, good for you. You're a fan of me. I see it. You're a fan of me. When you invest me this much, you're a fan of me. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. What are you trying to say about my wallet?
31. Guys, please move out of the way. Move out of the way. Move.
Under Florida law, yes, a private citizen may arrest another person for a crime committed in their presence, provided the force used is reasonable. Case law, such as Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, supports broad authority to make a full custodial arrest even for minor misdemeanor conduct witnessed firsthand.
I need some water.
Yeah, it's a way.
So you have a California driver's license, but your address is on.
It's in Florida. It's in Florida.
But you have a California driver's license.
That's right. And I'm also a USA naturalized citizen.
So do you
And will you add that part? Will you add that part? What you
Do
say?
you live in California or do you?
No. The address says Florida on it. We get right. We get right. We get the right way.
I just want to see if you were violating Florida state statute.
No, I'm saying I got hit. I got hit one of those. I got hit by one of those
Okay.
air
Just trying to clarify.
guests of the airplane. I'll tell you that much.
I want to check his socks. I want to check his feet first.
Yeah.
Make sure there's nothing in his
Pull off
socks.
your
Move forward.
Belt, I want to
Kick your shoes off.
Oh, hey.
Kick your shoes off.
Yeah, I will if you let it go.
Take off your shoes.
Yeah.
I got it.
Bend your leg back.
What?
Bend this leg back. Now give me his shoe. You put that shoe on. Put a sock in his pocket. Put your shoe back on.
Get
this one then, James.
Once uniformed deputies took custody, they searched his shoes and socks before transport. This is not harassment, it is a standard protective search incident to arrest, rooted in the same officer safety logic established in Terry versus Ohio. An arrestee may be checked for weapons or contraband before being moved.
Alright, it's good. Put your other shoe back on. Just put him in his pocket.
And we made sure that he was good on all.
Yep.
That's my ticket too.
Yeah,
I'm not losing that ticket. Get that ticket back to me.
Sit in the car.
I had a flight ticket to my
Sit
home.
in the car.
Sit down.
Turn around.
Louder voices.
Watch your head.
Olsen.
The passenger's repeated invocation of, quote, freedom of speech, end quote, and his threat to take the case to the Supreme Court reflect a common misunderstanding. Exercising free speech does not immunize someone from consequences for unrelated physical conduct. Courts, including in City of Houston versus Hill, have protected offensive or argumentative speech directed at authority figures, but that protection has never extended to physical contact.
Hey, he's running. Hey, 311.
You took me first.
Let's go. Okay. 311. Yo.
You started it. Remember that. Dude.
Come on. Come on, dude.
There is also a resisting arrest question left open by the footage. He can be heard insisting, quote, I'm not even resisting, end quote, while being moved and restrained. Whether his physical resistance was passive noncompliance or active resistance affects whether an additional charge under Florida's resisting without violence statute could apply, though none appears to have been filed here.
You got it, cuz? You got it! Yeah, put your hands down and don't touch anybody! Put your hands down and don't touch anybody!
Yeah, oh, okay. You know you've been hurting me more? No. You are hurting me more, though. You're going to Supreme Court, every fucking one of you. Alright, I'll see you there.
Grading the passenger, a C-. His verbal grievances about discrimination may be sincerely felt, but sincerity is not a legal defense to battery. The 2 counts against him rest on alleged physical contact, not his opinions. Grading the off-duty officers, a B+. They stepped in only after the flight attendant's 4 separate requests failed, used measured control rather than escalating force, and handed the situation to uniformed deputies promptly. Grading the flight attendant, a B+ as well. She attempted direct, repeated de-escalation before ever involving law enforcement, which is exactly the sequence courts and departments expect from crew in this situation. Grading the responding deputies, a B. Their search and restraint procedures were standard and proportionate, though limited. Camera angles make it difficult to fully evaluate every second of the physical control used. So when does saying something offensive cross the line into a crime? The footage gives a clear answer. Number 1. Freedom of speech protects your words, never your hands. Offensive speech is not illegal. Unwanted physical contact is. Number 2. Private citizens, including off-duty officers, can legally detain someone for a crime committed in their presence, but only with reasonable, not excessive force. Number 3. Intoxication combined with a public disturbance can support criminal charges on its own, separate from any physical contact allegations.